From our studios at the corner of 8th and Walton in Bentonville, Arkansas, welcome to Saturday Morning Meeting, where we cover Walmart, Sam's Clubs, and the consumer product companies that are represented on their racks and shelves throughout the country and around the world. I'm Derek Ridenauer, and welcome to our show. Our focus is on the insights, trends, and the best practices to help you as a supplier grow your business with the world's largest retailer. Thank you for joining us. And coming up today, I'm going to be talking with Tom Muccio about what might be done to drive sales for Walmart and suppliers in the rest of this year, as well as increasing trips. Plus, we will review the headlines with Andy Wiseman and Teresa Barrera-Shaw. But first, the headlines. Retail analyst and Forbes.com blogger Walter Loeb recently posted that large retailers face numerous challenges this holiday season. In addition to calendar changes that leave 6 fewer shopping days between Thanksgiving and Christmas, sales have been poor in the juniors category as well. In addition, this year's American consumers have been spending money on bigger purchases such as automobiles, a significant sea change in discretionary spending. Retail analyst Charles Grom recently shared a surprising observation with Philly.com. Despite inflation being flat in most sectors of the economy, prices on consumer goods at Walmart and dollar stores seem to be on the increase. In August, Grom compared a basket of 42 items and calculated a 1.8% increase at Walmart, a 1.1% increase at Dollar General, and a 0.1% at Family Dollar. Insiders believe that Walmart will make a major decision about continued involvement in India by the end of September. According to the Economic Times, the Times sources indicate that Walmart may be considering leaving the country altogether as the hurdles of operating in India become more difficult to manage. Currently, Walmart India, in partnership with Bharti, operates a cash and carry wholesale business with annual revenues of $500 million. Retailing Today reports that Walmart U.S. President and CEO Bill Simon recently offered a candid talk at the Goldman Sachs Global Retailing Conference. Simon addressed several issues of importance to investors, including Walmart's plan to develop smaller footprint stores and an increased emphasis on both mobile sales and e-commerce. The Arkansas Traveler reports that Walmart is very pleased with the success of its Walmart on-campus program and plans to expand the brand. The on-campus stores have a tiny footprint, 2,500 to 5,000 square feet, but offer a wide assortment of student-oriented products as well as a pharmacy and even financial services such as bill pay. The next store is slated to open at the University of Missouri. And finally, consumer outcry has led to the removal of a Halloween costume prop from Amazon and the Walmart and Sears e-commerce sites. The prop, a model of a dead dog that could be dragged around by a chain, was sold on the sites by a third-party retailer. Irate pet lovers took to Facebook and e-commerce sites to protest. Sounds like the third-party supplier has been tricked out of its anticipated holiday profit treat. Stay tuned. Coming up, we're going to talk with Tom Muccio about ways that Walmart and suppliers can drive traffic to Walmart in the back half of the year. And up next, we'll talk with our panel about this week's headlines. That's all coming up on Saturday Morning Meeting.
Cameron Smith & Associates is suppliers' first choice in recruiting the competitive Walmart supplier job market. We connect qualified candidates to CPG jobs in Northwest Arkansas and across the country. CSA also sources sales and marketing professionals for companies providing advertising, marketing, merchandising, and data management services to suppliers. Contact us today at csarecruiters.com.
Today's show has been sponsored in part by 8th and Walton, the premier destination for Walmart supplier education. 8th and Walton offers a variety of services including new supplier onboarding, scorecard optimization, and analysis and reporting. Visit 8thandwalton.com/services to learn more.
And welcome back to Saturday Morning Meeting. We are joined now by Andy Wiseman, CEO of Redwood Ventures, and Teresa Barrera-Shaw, retired Walmart Vice President of Supplier Development. Good morning and welcome. Hi. Andy, I want to start with you because toys are kind of near and dear to your heart. Obviously, Christmas is a big time for you. Yeah. This year, things are going to be a little difficult for a lot of retailers, Walmart especially, but as we were talking during the break, shorter season and you have a lot of extra inventory.
Yeah, shorter season, heavy inventory in stores, right on the heels of what was a terrible spring season. Spring and summer toys were terrible this year. So you've got open to buy dollars that are smaller too. So it's kind of a climate, from my perspective, that's going to be a perfect storm and going to really hurt retailers that specialize, especially in toys. And the winners, though, are going to be those who promote early, and you can already see this happening at Toys R Us. Toys R Us announced this week that their comp store sales in Q2 were down 3.5%, which is disastrous, really. They're working to recover that by already promoting, and there's already a media blitz with cash back, and so the idea is that the retailer that grabs early sales will have better share throughout the balance of the holiday
Kmart's
season.
already launched their Christmas commercials.
Yeah.
Tracy, you did this for many years at Walmart. What are some things that if you were there today that you would do at Walmart, or what would you tell any retailer out there? How do you really drive that business and get customers in?
So this is probably the worst season that you can do it because you have such a short season from Thanksgiving to Christmas. And the question you have is, how do you get customers to come out before Thanksgiving? Because traditional, our customers are very traditional in how they do things. They're not going to set up their tree until Thanksgiving Day. And how do you get them to do that a week earlier? I would start working on advertisements. You know, the stores have to be ready. And so the best thing that anybody can do is when the shoppers are ready to shop, the stores have to be ready and entice them to come in and shop with us.
So with all the inventory, are we going to be looking for a lot of last minute deals, or you think the deals are going to start really early?
You know, that's hard to say. I think it's been planned out because obviously they buy so far ahead. But I think that they're going to be watching what's moving and not moving, and they're going to react appropriately to what their sell-throughs are and how they're going to be working that. But I will tell you, as a customer, it's going to be interesting to see where the balls fly and when they land, right? Because customers are very savvy now. They have their smartphones out. You can look online on what a price is. You can see what's happening at a moment's notice. And we've never been that technical, or our customers have never been that technical. And now with the new i5 out, phone 5C out, that it's quicker.
Right.
I mean, now before I buy anything, I'm looking online to make sure I'm getting the best value for my money. Yeah. And so I think people are going to be very savvy on how they spend their money this year.
So Andy, with you and toys, what does this mean for you? I mean, are you looking at some heavy markdowns coming back to hit you, or?
No, we're not. We're in a good spot, but it's a balancing act, I think. The largest toy companies and small companies alike have to balance their chase and cancel needs and collaborate with the retailers to make sure that in August and September you understand where your runners are and where potential liabilities are. And that process has been underway for 4 or 5 weeks already this year. What we're not hearing, though, is that there's an explosive toy that everybody has to have this year. We really need that. The toy industry needs that. Retailers need that to help drive traffic. Toys R Us needs that. Walmart needs it as well. Yeah.
Okay. Now I want to switch gears on you. Recent survey in 50 New Jersey stores shows that while the CPI, Consumer Price Index, is actually coming down a little bit, Walmart prices seem to be about 2% higher than the dollar stores. Teresa, coming from Walmart, what does this tell you? And how should Walmart combat that?
I got to tell you, so the Walmart that I left that I love would fight tooth and nail to make sure that they were winning at prices. And so if Dollar General is creeping up on us, it would not surprise me that they're going to be out there doing some massive comp checks to make sure that we're winning, no matter what. So. The Walmart I know and grew up with would make sure that we win. And I would not be surprised if there's not somebody out there right now checking it out and making sure that responding to it, because that's who we are. Everyday low prices, save more, live better. Right. So let's make sure that we get that and make sure that we keep our customers happy.
And then we were talking about Bill Simon. He was on Wall Street this last week. Made some comments about kind of investing in the price. Text on that.
Well, obviously, Bill Simon is speaking to analysts, and so his comments are kind of sensitive, right? But Walmart is careful on how they manage price, and any conversations around price galvanize Walmart because Walmart wants to own this low price leadership position in the marketplace. And Bill did not contradict that in his remarks, but he talked about the leverage Walmart has regarding price in an inflationary period. And same, they also have the tremendous pricing power in a deflationary period. But what we're seeing right now is not a lot of inflation and not a lot of deflation. So I think a 1% or a 2% difference in a price at Walmart, consumers aren't sensitive to that. I don't think.
And it could have been a day and a time. Right?
Exactly, because we can see the same survey next week where Walmart's 2% cheaper than everybody.
And I think that's what everybody needs to remember. It could have been a day and a time where the competitors went down and Walmart didn't have enough time to react. So, you know, if it was 10%, I would be like, whoa. But 1 or 2%, they could have lowered it, and up any given market at any given time could have that difference.
Final question for you guys today. Who's the big winner this holiday season? Which retailer do you think is really set to gain some market share and be the big winner?
You go first.
Obviously, I hope and pray, and I truly believe that Walmart's going to come out. We're going to do it. They're going to do what they have to do. I keep saying we. They're going to do what they have to do to keep our customers and make sure that they're strong and happy and keep coming back. You know, it's too big and too much, and you know, the focus is the customer. We want to make sure that we get that all the time. So I in my heart and soul believe it's going to be Walmart.
Andy?
I think
because I know Target's got their Canada expansion, so some of the stories I've read, Target looks like they're in good shape.
Yeah, and Target will do well. Walmart will do very well. Walmart will probably be the one that wins the most share of wallet this fall. But we need a healthy balance, right? We need Toys R Us to be healthy. Healthy competition makes Walmart better. So.
It really does. It really, really does. You're exactly right, because it keeps them on their toes.
Yeah.
And it makes them better.
All right. Guys, thank you very much. We're out of time there. What should Walmart do coming up in the back half of the year to drive sales, and how can suppliers help? Tom Muccio joins us next on Saturday Morning Meeting.
GigWalk is an on-demand mobile workforce that can collect data and do work at retail. Businesses use GigWalk for retail audits, merchandising, and much more. With 350,000 smartphone-enabled workers available on demand, you get unprecedented speed and coverage across the U.S., Canada, and the UK. And all work is reviewed for quality and accuracy. Visit gigwalk.com to learn more.
Today's show has been sponsored in part by 8th & Walton, the premier destination for Walmart supplier education. Since 2006, 8th & Walton's by suppliers for suppliers approach to education and services has helped thousands of supplier teams grow their business with Walmart. Visit 8thandwalton.com to learn more.
And welcome back to Saturday Morning Meeting, joined now by Tom Muccio. You were the former team lead for Procter & Gamble for a number of years here calling on Walmart.
That's correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Wanted to start off, as we're getting into the back half of the year, the second quarter sales for Walmart obviously not good, and there were several reasons that they pointed us to that. But if I'm a supplier, or I'm sitting at Walmart, either one, what do I really need to focus on in the back half of this year to drive sales?
Well, I think there's, you drive trips, you can sell more to the customers that you have, you can try to attract new customers, you can provide new services. And I think from a Walmart perspective, I would be going after trying to sell more to the customers that I have in the store. And I would be trying to influence that mix even more. And if I was a supplier, I would be trying to bring ideas that help them to do that. As an example, I would be looking to bring in bonus packs. And I would bring in bonus packs because that will give me a higher dollar ring. The manufacturer is delivering the savings rather than the store. And it's a consumer offer that's flagged, and particularly if it's in a discretionary category that you could actually consume more.
Now, is that a good thing? Because I know in my years at Walmart, one of the things that we try to do in grocery, that really the mix wanted to be anywhere from 28 to 35%. Walmart's numbers now in grocery are quickly approaching the 50% range. So, and while it's great to drive traffic for grocery, are we looking at lower margins, and does that really help Walmart? Now, obviously, as a supplier, being in the grocery side, I'm all about that, and I love it because it's more for me. But what's the best thing for Walmart, and how do they get?
Well, I think for Walmart, that helps their dollar ring. When you do a price reduction, that's reducing the ring that goes through. And I think you'll find manufacturers more willing to give a better deal in terms of maybe it's 20% free or whatever. It's real easy for the consumer to understand. And if I, again, was a manufacturer, I would be combining that with productivity ideas as well. For instance, I would make those bonus packs available on pre-built displays so that they could be cross-docked straight into the store, straight out to the selling area. And again, there's no then There's nothing that has to be done from a computer point of view or anything else. I mean, it's real easy to.
And you get feature space.
And you get feature space, right?
If the buyer's open to that.
And then the second thing, Walmart typically does a great job on new, but a lot of manufacturers really don't have something to sell the product as soon as Walmart's willing to buy it. To me, that's where the margins are never going to be better than when you introduce something. That's when the allowances are there and whatever. Walmart has the ability to go quickly. I might be tempted to even do a more aggressive front of store with new and have someone who's there perhaps promoting that. And as a manufacturer, I would be looking for how do I take advantage of what Walmart can bring in terms of getting new product out there quickly so that they can sell more when they're there. I also think Walmart has an opportunity on their services. They've got a great phone program, a great internet program, but I don't think people broadly understand that. And so I would find some way to get a concept owner at Walmart. And then I would start doing some things with shopper marketing. Many of their suppliers are investing in shopper marketing, but I'm questioning whether Walmart is doing that to help drive the traffic that they could be getting and closing the sales. So that I would be looking at doing that. I'd be looking at doing more testing if I was Walmart, because they can break up the stores. They can make a bounce back coupon. If you spend $100, we'll give you a coupon for 10 more, but it's only valid for 2 weeks.
And their competition's done a great job of that. I was just in Walgreens yesterday,
Absolutely.
Bought something, bounce back coupon to come back. The loyalty cards that a lot of the other retailers are using, Walgreens has one. You don't even have to have a card, just put in your phone number
Right.
and you register that. Kroger's done a great job with theirs. They've got an online app or mobile app that you can download, add coupons to it. They're seeing some really good results in that. And they're also doing, I know Kroger especially is doing some great things with their loyalty card, giving fuel points so customers can save up to $15 or 15 cents on a gallon of gas. Target has done a really good job with their red card, giving additional discounts. I haven't seen anything like that from Walmart, and I've been kind of reluctant, I know, to get in that because Walmart almost considers that a gimmick. But it seems to be working for these other retailers. So
Well, and I think they need to take a look at some of these things. I remember when Walmart wouldn't run an ad, and now they have ads that look just like the weekly ad at the grocery store that are item focused. So I think you have to be looking at, in today's environment where the shoppers are trying to stretch their money, and if you don't get the money first, it's going to get spent at McDonald's or someplace else. And so that's why, for me, I would be looking for how do I sell more once I have them in. You need to have the opening price point as an example on good, better, best. But I wouldn't be merchandising good. I'd be merchandising best or better because it's a higher dollar ring. And people are, it's aspirational. I may not be able to drive a Mercedes, but I could have the Mercedes of hair care or the Mercedes of skin care or some other kind of a deal. It's probably late in the year to do this, but if I saw that Walmart did a toys, trying to pull
Right.
Christmas forward, I would do that every weekend in November. I would have a handful of draw items, and I'd leverage those with layaway to try to get people in and making that purchase decision. I wouldn't wait till Black Friday, and I think Walmart has the leverage to do that.
And the next 3 months are going to be very critical. I mean, obviously for them to be able to turn around what happened the first part of the year as we get into Christmas, because really only 3 months left
That's
until
right.
then. So a lot to do. Let's talk about trips, because Fernando Salido, we had him on a couple of weeks ago, talked to Keith Anderson from RetailNet Group, and one of the things that they've consistently said that Walmart is struggling with are those trips. So customers aren't really spending less when they come to Walmart, but they're not coming as often. And I know that Walmart just announced last week that they're going to really kind of blow up the neighborhood markets. They're going to be adding, I think, 500 stores
Right.
in the next couple of years. What do you see that Walmart should be doing to drive trips, and how can suppliers help drive those trips?
Well, if you look at some of the data, the reason that they're not getting some of the fill-in trips is it's inconvenient. That's what's, you can pull in and out of a dollar store or some of the other places, and Walmart is it's difficult to find a parking place to do whatever. I would be looking, again, with something that was a bounce back, that was an incentive that was based on a timing period to try to get people back into the store. And I really think that their best bet is trying to sell more while people are in there. I mean, obviously you're not going to turn away trips, but most everybody has shopped in a Walmart, and the question is, if I'm in there, how do I get them to purchase more?
And maybe looking at doing a loyalty card or coupons on the back of the register receipt, which can also, from Walmart's perspective, become a revenue stream, because I mean, you know that Walgreens and Target and Kroger aren't giving those coupons away. They're getting some money back from suppliers as well. Promotional dollars that suppliers may or may not have, but certainly a way to get the word out there. And so Walmart may be missing a boat on additional revenue stream by not having some of these
Yeah,
benefits.
I think maybe the card, getting to the loyalty card, that's a pretty big leap from where they are. But I think there's a lot of things short of that people are doing with loyalty cards that could be executed, without one. I think Kroger does a marvelous job of analyzing the data on the loyalty card so that you and I could be living next to each other on a street, and they send something that gets you back in the store that's totally different than what I'm getting in terms of a draw based on my purchase history.
And Target has done a great job with that. In fact, Target actually came under fire, I think earlier this year or last year, for sending coupons for baby items to a family. The dad didn't even know daughter was pregnant, but based on information that she had put in. So, but my point is that Target's understanding their customer and their marketing to that customer, just as Kroger and some of the other retailers are. And I don't really see Walmart doing that. I'm not saying they're not marketing to it, but I don't see targeted mailers. I don't see targeted information to me as a consumer based on what I have. Sam's Club, on the other hand, has done a great job with their coupons, their e-values, that they're automatically loaded onto your card based on several criteria that go into your membership. Do you think Walmart should take advantage or even take some of the information from Sam's over?
Well, I clearly think that there is an opportunity for Walmart to use some club type packs. Again, back to getting more, selling more. They don't have to be the identical packs that are in Sam's, but because of Walmart scale, manufacturers will customize because they can get, they can make it worthwhile. So that would be another thing that I would be doing if I was Walmart, is looking, how do I sell multiples? How do I sell bundles? But to your point, I think Walmart misses a trick on the whole idea of shopper marketing, which so many of their suppliers are investing in. But for instance, in Walmart, the whole health and wellness. I mean, there's a lot of money to be made there, and I don't think anybody's executing against that very well, but it cuts across a number of departments. It needs someone to be an owner of the concept and have the ability to make some decisions and to cause a little friction on, we need to do this or we need to do that. I'm kind of hopeful that, with Andy Murray joining Walmart and, he was the founder of Thomson Murray and Saatchi X, that he'll bring some of that thinking, to Walmart and get them to do more testing, more shopper marketing, because I do think that there's power there.
They've got a great scale to do it, and a great
Yes.
It should be easy for them to launch in and do that. Now let's kind of shift focus a little bit, because again, talking to Fernando Salido at IRI, one of the core customers that Walmart seems to be missing are the young marrieds. Because when you have a younger couple that's getting married, they're going out and they're registering for their wedding registry. They're not going to Walmart. They're going to Target. They're going to Bed Bath & Beyond. They're going to Kohl's, other retailers other than Walmart. How do you market to them?
Well, again, I think the Walmart brand is a very strong brand, but it's undercapitalized. If you really take a look at all the things that Walmart can offer in terms of phone service, internet, credit card, Walmart really works on a constant basis, this idea of living better, of helping you stretch your dollars, but you really have to work your way around to figure out that's what's going on. So again, I think that's back to marketing and communication, and getting to those people isn't difficult. And so whether that's some kind of a initial congratulations book of coupons. You know, I'm sure the suppliers, when I was with P&G, I'm sure Pampers or some of those brands would have been happy to have a high value coupon that, you know, that Walmart could send a booklet and say, here's $25, you know, visit your neighborhood, your closest Walmart store.
And even marketing through doctors' offices to...
Absolutely. And their suppliers are doing that. So, but the question is, are they really taking advantage of the assets that their suppliers have that could be made available to them? Or are they looking for the best price on a particular item for a period of time, either be that a rollback or you know, a short-term promotion?
And to your point, I don't think that while price is important, and we've talked about how consumers seem to struggle a little bit and live in paycheck to paycheck. So price, I'm not going to say that's not important, but I think it goes back to convenience factor that you did talk about.
Right.
I don't mind paying 20 cents more on an item if I can get in and get out and move on and not have to wait in a long line, not have to park out 50 to 75 yards from the store or further and fight the crowds that are in there. So in a way, it's kind of a bad problem for Walmart because they're turning away customers because their stores are so crowded, but then on the other hand, they're so crowded and people are in there shopping, but obviously they're not spending enough.
Well, you know, you wonder whether, you know, like Sam's has done you know, you phone in your order or you fax in your order and it's waiting and they help you load it. I don't know whether there's an idea there that could be reapplied to Walmart that, you know, I could somehow, they have a, you know, if I need bread, eggs, milk, whatever, there's a way that I could go
online and complete that.
Yeah,
order.
and have someone, you know, meet me and run my card, or even when I'm going out, if I'm going to buy a couple of cases of water and some toilet paper, I fill up my cart. Is there a way that I could have that loaded for me and I could just drive around? Right. But again, I think Walmart has the opportunity to try a lot of different things. I'd have a real matrix of ideas and try this in 10 or 15 stores, and you'll find out which ones resonate and which ones don't. And then, you know, they're not spending money behind something that they know, you know, they'll be only spending money where they know they're going to get a return.
Okay, so we'll come back. Some things that Walmart has to do or should be doing, and suppliers should be doing as we get into this last quarter, really last 3 months of the year, to turn sales around. They're going to have to get some bonus buys in there. Would strongly recommend that, and just kind of improve their marketing. What else? Yeah,
I would be trying to bring Christmas forward. I think layaway was smart. I think what they've done with toys is smart. I'd have some real doorbusters, and I'd have them every weekend, 4 or 5 of these that you know, starting from the first week in November. You know, I think
kind of stretch Black Friday out.
Yeah,
make it a whole month long.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, once you get the purchase, then people cross it off their list. They're not you know, you get the money while you can get the money.
Right. All right. Well, Tom, thank you very much for coming in.
My pleasure.
We want to thank Andy Wiseman, Teresa Barrera-Shaw, and Tom Muccio for joining us for this week's Saturday morning meeting. And we want to thank you for taking the time to join us. Your comments, suggestions, and feedback are always welcome. Please email us Saturday at 8thandwalton.com. Again, thanks for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next Saturday morning.